I'm 9 and Danny's 6. One morning, he's jumping up and down on the bed, as high as he can get. I walk in and Ma's right behind me. She gives him a few whacks on the behind, which is very unusual as Danny doesn't ordinarily misbehave. And when he does, he doesn't get caught. But now, Ma's even sorry she hit him. She says, "Danny, what would you do if you were a mother and you found your little boy jumping up and down on the bed?" Through his sniffles, Danny says, "I'd buy that poor kid a trampoline." I just cannot imagine my life without my older sisters. Sure, we fight sometimes. Okay, a lot. But at the end of the day, they're the only ones who really know me for who I am. In fact, maybe family are the only ones with whom we can truly be ourselves. This significant relationship is explored in John R. Powers' The Junk Drawer Corner Store, Front Porch Blues. I'm 14, Danny's 11. He says he wants to learn how to play the trumpet, but we all insist he practice inside the garage. That's all right with Danny. He says he likes the way the trumpet sounds in there anyway. But the funny thing is about Danny and that trumpet is he never plays it for anybody. The only person I've ever seen Danny play that trumpet for is this other kid named Danny who lives down our street. This Danny kid is mildly retarded. A lonely kid. The kind that others avoid. But not my brother. My brother always raced home every day after school just so he could play with Danny. And one of those days I was walking past the garage and I heard Danny playing on his trumpet. So I peeked in and there was this Danny kid just sitting there, staring at him. Danny, my brother, finished playing his selection and handed the trumpet to this other Danny kid who tried to play it. But he was awful. My brother immediately took the trumpet back and started to play his favorite song, which is, not surprisingly, "Oh, Danny Boy." I'm 21, Danny's 18. He says to me, "Tonight, Angie and I decided that we're gonna get married." "Not tonight," I say. "I have a baseball game." I'm serious. She's wonderful, she's gorgeous. When a guy says that about a girl and not the other way around, you know it's serious. I don't know when I'm gonna marry her, but I'm gonna marry her. You can be sure of that. And you can be my best man. You're just saying that because you know Ma would make you. In a bad imitation of Ma, he says, "I wonder what we'll be like in our 40s. He lives another 10 hours. Around 1 o'clock, a policeman comes to the door. He asks me who I am and well, I tell him. He asks me if I have a brother named Daniel. But then, somehow, I know it's over. For 3 hours, I sit on the front porch waiting for Ma and Pa to come home, agonizing over the if-onlys that would have kept Danny from being at that intersection at that precise moment. If only Danny had taken the time to make his bed. If only we had argued about it some more. If only the car keys had been upstairs on the dresser. If only he had needed to stop for gas. If only the day had not been so beautiful. I wouldn't be standing on this front porch right now. Realizing that I've never gone more than a couple days without seeing Danny. Now I'll go a lifetime. I won't be at his wedding, nor will he be at mine. Our children will not play with one another. There will be no Uncle Danny. But the funny thing is, The longer I sit on this front porch, the madder I get at Danny. How could he have been so careless? How could he have been so stupid? How could he do this to us? I remember exactly what I said to Mom and Pa that day they came home. But there's no use in repeating it. You know these kinds of things happen, and well, there's a small part of you that constantly worries that it will. But then, somehow, the worrying's over. Danny wasn't a famous actor, or a famous politician, or a famous anything. His achievements won't be mentioned on the evening news by the anchors, nor in the next morning's newspapers. But to those of whom we give such honors, we're less than he. The meek may inherit the earth, but they certainly do leave it quietly. Both nights, the wake is packed. The young always draw well, I guess. But every now and then, someone in the back of the room snickers real loud. But what else can you do? But to this day, Mom remembers each and every one of them, and has never forgiven them. And it's not fair! I know that all this, for all of them, will just one day be some unpleasant memory used to mark other meaningless events in their lives. Marge, when did we buy the yellow Buick? Oh yeah, the same summer that Danny Cooper kid died. I remember only one thing about the funeral. Our church has a choir loft that you can barely see from the ground floor. And as the procession is rolling out, a trumpet begins to play. Very loudly.